So, we're going to read the verse again for the people, because it says the powers that be, meaning the police, the government, those ruling powers that are over us, they are ordained by God. So when they come out here, read it again.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher power.
Who are those higher powers? That's our government. That's our police. We respect the police for coming to keep the peace in our communities.
Right.
We're going to be in subjection unto them. We're going to let them, allow them to do their jobs. We're not going to argue. We're not going to fight. We're going to humble down and see what they have to say. We're going to be in subjection to them. If they ask us to leave, we're going to leave. And we're going to listen to them because they are what?
For there is no power but of God, and the powers that be are ordained of God.
So God set up our police, our government. He set these people up to rule over us so we can be under subjection. So violence and crime don't break out so they can keep the peace. Read it one more time.
Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. For there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God.
So if we don't humble down to the police, if we don't answer to the police, we're resisting the powers that God put in place for them to rule over us, for us to be in subjection. We must humble down. We must respect the police because God has set them up. Read it again.
Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation.
Because we're rejecting the powers that God has put in place. So we appreciate the police coming out to keep the peace. And we're going to be in subjection unto them. We're going to humble down. We're going to dialogue. We're not going to get agitated. Now give me what you had earlier. Because we out here for our people. We out here to put the laws of God back into our people. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So we are special people. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We are special unto the Lord, the Most High God. We have to remember that. We have to stop living how we're living. We got to come off the drugs. We got to come off the alcohol. We got to stop whoring out our sisters. Stop whoring out our men. We must get married. That's what the laws of God are teaching us, brother. Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth, the Lord did not set his love upon.
Let's see how are we able to identify that we are the Israelites according to the Bible. Does it say something? Does it show us something? Let's read why we go through the most affliction as a nation of people. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes.
So it says if we don't listen to this Bible, if we don't follow the laws, statutes, and commandments as a nation of people, what's going to happen?
Which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses. As a nation of people, I'm looking at my people cursed. Let's see what some of those curses are that we're living today. Because this is Moses speaking to the children of Israel. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are the Israelites. You are God's chosen people. Read.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Cursed shall we be in the city. I'm looking at us right now. We live in the worst communities. We have the worst neighborhoods, the worst homes. All our communities filled with trash, filled with drugs, filled with alcohol. Why is this? Because we don't know the laws of God. We're not keeping the commandments. God said he's going to curse this people in the city. We're the ones getting shot down in the street. We're the ones getting killed. We're the ones black on black crime. Why? Because we don't keep God's commandments. I'm not here to argue with you, brother. I'm trying to give you the solutions. Read.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Cursed shall we be in the field. When we came over here, were we not cursed in the sugar cane, tobacco, cotton fields, picking cotton from sun up to sundown? This is a curse from God. This is why we are in these conditions, because we broke God's commandments. And until we come back to this Bible, we're going to continue living in a cursed state. We're going to continue to be at the bottom of society. Verse 37.
Verse 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword.
That's an astonishment. A grown black man with his pants hanging off his butt. That's an astonishment. Two black men can't even come together to work out our problems, to discuss the Bible. That's an astonishment. This is what we're seeing. These curses are happening to us. Read.
Among all nations, whither the Lord shall lead thee. Verse 38.
So it says will be a proverb, a byword. What's a byword? A byword. It's a wise saying. It's a wise tale. You ever heard the saying, brother? If you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book.
Right.
You ever heard that all black people eat fried chicken and watermelon?
Right.
This is a curse. This is an astonishment from God. This is what we're going through. This is how we're able to relate that we're the Israelites. Give me verse 45.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee.
So it says all these curses are going to come upon us and overtake us. We read the curses that help us identify as the Israelites. Read.
Till thou be destroyed.
Till we be destroyed. Till we be dead. Till we kill ourselves. That's a curse from God. Read.
Because thou hearken not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Why did these curses happen to us? Because we don't want to hear the laws of God. We don't want to come back to our true nationality. We don't want to be known as the greatest nation on this earth, the Israelites. I'm talking to you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
To keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
This is how we are able to know we are the Israelites, bro. We are God's chosen people because these curses are only happening to one nation of people.
Right.
You don't see this in the Chinese man's nation. You don't see this in the so-called white man's nation. You see these curses happen to us, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
And upon thy seed forever.
These curses are going to follow us as long as we're regenerating. These curses are going to be on us forever and ever until we come back to keeping God's laws. Verse 48.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So we do not own any other things here in America. We were brought over here as slaves. We would serve our enemies. And what?
In hunger and in thirst.
Hunger and in thirst. Anytime we want to get something to eat, we don't own these stores. We don't own Peoria Food Land. We don't own Riverside Wine and Spirits. We got to get it from our enemies.
And in nakedness.
We got to get our clothes, our textiles, our raw materials.
And in want of all things.
A driver license, birth certificate, death certificate, social security check. We have to get these things from the other nations.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
When did this happen? Who did this happen to? This happened to you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We had
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
We used to scream Black Power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.